Good day. Who do I have on the line in the studio with me?
This is Taiye Selasi, author of Love Your Curls, Dove Hair's new book of poems about curly hair.
Well, thank you so much, Taiye. I thought it was delightful of you to join us to talk about your book. And I want my audience to stay with me because I'm giving away a copy at the end of this, and I'm going to tell you how to get a copy. Taiye, tell me about, why'd you write a book about loving your curls?
Because it was a journey for me to love mine. When Dove Hair shared the data with me, 4 in 10 girls, 4 in 10 little girls would call their hair beautiful. The other 6 would not. And I was that little girl when I was growing up. I was surrounded by images in the media and the movies of women with straight flowing hair, which still exist, as we know. And it took me a long time to know that my natural curls were beautiful too. If I can shorten that journey time for a little girl by inspiring her to have self-confidence in her natural curls, I thought, let me add it. And so that's what we've done. We've written this book of poems. We've written this book of poems, for little girls and the women who love them, so that we can inspire this new generation of girls.
Now, when you're talking about loving your curls, you're talking about crossing ethnic boundaries because many people, African Americans, Jewish people, they have curly hair.
Absolutely, they do. It's funny, I was speaking earlier with a woman who said, when I hear curls, I don't often think of my hair texture. And I said, to be honest, I know exactly what you mean. My curls, and they are curls, are on the tighter end of the spectrum. I have more of a naturally Afro texture hair. And when you hear the word curls, you don't often think of that sort of tight curl pattern. But indeed, those little coils are curls as well. And then you have the middle, a looser curl, a tighter curl, a frizzy curl. I grew up in a predominantly Jewish American part of Boston where a lot of my girlfriends went through the same curl issues that I did. And so yes, as you say, Dove Hair invited real women to send in their stories about their hair journeys, and we got stories from women of every age, race, background imaginable. Curls are indeed a universal story.
Give me one point from the book, if you would,
Oh
so
my gosh,
audience can be inspired.
I would love to. Can I read a poem for you?
You sure can.
I will, with pleasure. This one is called 100% Original. Some call my hair unusual. I call it rare like a jewel. Others call it difficult. I prefer super cool. Many call it different. I couldn't agree more. Friends say it's wild. I say, that's for sure. If my mother tries to tame it, I say, no, no, no. If my grandma tries to tie it back, I say, let it go. If daddy tries to brush it, I tell him, leave it be. If auntie tries to braid it, I say, it should be free. I reply each and every day and each and every time, I'd never change this curly hair because this hair is mine. There's no fun for me in sameness, and no one is like me. I'm 100% original, and that's how it should be.
How delightful. But the book itself is a delightful book. It really is. It's refreshing to read something that's not trying to beat down the other folks in order to be good.
No, and
it's
something
just about what it is.
That's right, that lets curly girls open a book and see little girls. The watercolor illustrations are gorgeous. The artist, Annick Poirard, has done a wonderful job. Little girls can open this book, and I think of my goddaughters, the children of my friends, and see other little girls who look like them. And as we know, that's so much a part of where the confidence comes from.
That is so very true. Let me ask you, where can my audience find a little bit more about you if they wanted to get some additional inspiration? They know where to get the book, really, but where can they find out more about you?
Do they know that they can download the book for free and customize it at dove.com/loveyourcurls?
Well, no, we don't.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy to tell them that they can. Your audience can download a free e-version of this book at dove.com/loveyourcurls. But not only that, this is my favorite part, can customize the ebook for any of the curly girls in their world. So you can go onto dove.com/loveyourcurls. You can write a dedication. There's a poem in which you can fill in the name and the hair color and the eye color of a curly girl in your world so that she has a poem. When she hears it, it'll sound like it was written just for her. And I encourage your listeners to do that. Why? Because when they know that women, aunties, mothers, grandmothers are loving their curls, their own curls, but also the little girls' curls, they're gonna love them too. And so I first of all encourage your listeners to go to dove.com/loveyourcurls to download the book. And then my novel, Ghana Must Go, is available online. I'm on Twitter at Taiye Selasi. And I really look forward to hearing about the stories of how little girls have received this ebook and how it's changed the way they think of themselves, their hair, and their beauty.
Well, I think mothers will love it, but I think they're going to love it really as parents, those of us who struggled through the mornings of combing our girls' curly hair and trying to tame it. I think mothers are going to really love this. And
That's
you
right.
have, Taiye, and you've given away my book for me. I don't have to send them to dove.com.
No, but you should still send one lucky listener the hard copy. The special edition.
You're very right. So we want to make sure that people know about Love My Curls. Tell me where to send them again.
www.dove.com/loveyourcurls.
Well, we hear the enthusiasm in your voice for your book, so I love it when people write something that they're truly passionate about.
Absolutely.
And thank you so much.
That enthusiasm is for the inspiration, and that inspiration works when women download the book. So yes, passionate I am, and I thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you so much. And my guest today is, say your name again for me.
Taiye Selasi.
I love that name. Thank you so much for being my guest today.